the dark side of semen retention. Now, I wanted to make this video because on my journey of doing semen retention and going more hardcore recently, which is like not, being completely celibate for some time now and not engaging in any kind of form of edging or anything like that. Being like more hardcore, I'm realizing that there's darker sides that come out on semen retention. There's darker sides, and what I mean by that is like your instincts are going to get super strong on semen retention. You can call this cravings, but I like to call it instincts. It's more like your animal nature starts to come out. It starts to come out more, and because you're not suppressing it in terms of you're not masturbating, releasing, orgasming, you're not doing any of these things to suppress that animal to come out, because that's what you kind of do when you release, when you ejaculate, when you masturbate, when you do these things. You're putting that flame out. You're putting the flame out, and that real animal doesn't really come out. I think this is what makes humans kind of docile compared to wild animals, is wild animals for the most part are retaining. And that's why wild animals have so much more aggression and almost like this kill or be killed kind of instinct. And semen retention, it's one of the highest practices. So you're going to have more self-control than other people, but you're going to feel intense instincts. So it's kind of like a paradox. You feel more strongly these instincts, these animal instincts, but at the same time you have more self-control. But there's times on semen retention where you feel like you cannot contain this energy, and you can't contain this strong animalistic energy, and you feel like it's kind of eating you up inside. And this is the dark part of semen retention, is when these strong animal instincts come out or come up or arise, they start to manifest themselves in your mind, in your body, in just your thoughts in general. And you're not going to act on them. Like, you're not going to do it. So what do? You're kind of just restless. You're kind of like rolling around, ruminating, desiring, wanting to take action on something. And honestly, like, you might lose some sleep over this shit. Like, you might feel mentally drained and mentally at war with yourself. But this is just part of the process. If you want to go through this process, you have to accept that there's going to be parts that are not so pretty and that are darker. But when you get through this and you come out on the other side, you're stronger than 99% of people out there, because most people can't fucking go through this. That's what they constantly have to put out the fire. And they'll never experience this kind of intensity. So like what I had to do last night, I was feeling these fucking strong cravings, instincts. I wouldn't even call them like sexual cravings, just like an animalistic strong instincts to like behave like an animal, basically. And I just had to start walking. I just had to go out and just start walking. I went out. I just socialized with random fucking people. And I'm just like, okay, I just gotta fucking move my body. I got calmed down. I kind of calmed down I suppressed those instincts through physical movement and everything. And I was able to get through it. But sometimes you're just going to have to do things like just fucking go and walk somewhere. Like, sometimes you just don't, you can't just deal with the instincts. Sometimes you got to go and you just got to walk. You just got to move your body. You just got to do something like without a purpose, without an aim. You just got to fucking burn this energy off and to settle it down, because it can get strong. It can really get strong. You can use this energy to your benefit. So this is where alchemy kind of comes into place. Like, you can use this rage or this strong sexual desire or this fear even, because sometimes it manifests itself in fear. or hunger. It's like a hunger, not a physical hunger for food, but a hunger to just get, like, take, have what's yours. And you can use this to your benefit. If you actually understand how to harness this energy without letting it destroy you, you can actually use it to your benefit. And that's what I'm trying to do recently. Instead of just aimlessly trying to burn it off, I'm trying to harness it and use it towards something that I want so that I can quicker get what I want. Basically, for example, like with your work, you can start to use this feeling of intense desire to have something, this intense hunger. You can put that into your work, and you can just work and work and work and work and work like you need to do this work, like you need to eat, like you're so fucking hungry, you need to finish, you need to accomplish this, like it's life or death. Like you can put that kind of intensity of life or death into whatever you want. Like life or death I'm putting into my work, life or death I'm putting into my exercise, or whatever it is that you want to put it towards. You can put that instinctual life or death kind of instinct to survive, that survival instinct. You can actually transmute that energy into whatever you want to accomplish. And I think that's where the real mastery of semen retention lies, is working with these darker forces and learning to harness them in a way that doesn't destroy you. Because that's what a lot of people end up doing, is when they get these instinctual survival instincts, they let it destroy them. They get the instinct to need to eat food and they get totally obese and they destroy their health. Or they get the instinct to feel pleasure and they abuse drugs, or they abuse, releasing all the time, and their life just goes fucking downhill and it destroys them. But I think semen retention is a way that you can actually use this, harness this energy without letting it destroy you, because you have kind of a fail-safe button, and that fail-safe button is to not fucking ejaculate. So if you cannot ejaculate, you kind of have an automatic, like, safety button, okay? Like, you're not going to go off the deep end because you're not going to release. It's kind of like this, like this parachute. Like, you can deal with these energies, with these strong instinctual energies, but at the same time, they won't destroy you as long as you don't release. As long as you don't release, these energies won't destroy you. They might torment you for a few days. They might stress you out. They might give you a lot of anxiety, but they're not going to destroy you as long as you don't release. And if you start to learn to work with these energies, you can actually use these energies to put into what you want to accomplish, to direct your focus into something. You can put this rage, you can put this hunger into whatever you want to do. I think that's where the real mastery comes. And that just takes practice. There's moments where you're not going to feel like you're able to control this energy, and you just need to burn it off. Like, you just need to walk, you just need to run somewhere, you just need to do a bunch of fucking push-ups, you just need to do something to burn this energy off. But if you're able to start to understand, okay, how can I like direct this energy into my work or into my business or my workout or whatever it is you want to accomplish, that's where the true mastery lies. And that's what I'm working on myself, because to be honest, it gets fucking intense. It gets intense, guys. And sometimes you feel like it's overwhelming. But this is mastery. This is self-mastery. So it's not going to be easy. Mastering yourself is not an easy task. That's why fucking 99% of people aren't going to do it. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you exceptional, is the fact that you're willing to face these energies head on, and you're like, fucking bring it on. Like, I'm not afraid of this shit. I'm going head on into this shit. And that's what's really going to develop you as a person, as a man. I can't talk for women because I don't know what it's like to abstain as a woman, but as a man, you definitely are going to develop these strong instinctual feelings on semen retention. And it's just something you have to learn to work with. Sometimes you're not going to be able to do much. It's going to kind of torment you. Other times you're going to be able to direct it into something productive. You're going to be able to focus that energy. And as long as you can retain, this energy won't destroy you. But if you give into it, if you give into it and give into it and give into it, it's going to destroy you. And that's where most people are. They're not able to hold this fire, so it destroys them. The fire burns them up. So don't let the fire burn you up. Hold that fire in, but learn how to direct it. Learn how to command it where you want it to go. And if you can't, if it's just overwhelming, just burn it off. Just fucking burn it off. You don't need a purpose. You could just run, walk somewhere, just exhaust yourself. You could just burn it off if that's what you need to do. Now, it's not the most efficient way to use it, but if you need to do it like I did yesterday, I just needed to fucking go out at nighttime and just walk around the city and talk to random people. I just needed to burn that shit off because it was kind of tormenting me inside. I couldn't just stay in my room and just lay in my bed. Like, I just couldn't do it. So that's it for this video, guys. I'll see y'all later. Peace.